So I started trying to keep up with it because of Joven, because he's getting into T-ball and he loves sports, loves them. So I was like, I'll try to start watching it. So I think the last time I went to a Giants game was over 10 years ago.
That's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Is it because...
I wasn't into it.
Oh, okay.
I love football, so
who do you go for?
Raiders fan.
Oh, nice.
Big time Raiders.
I've been to Raider games.
Yeah, so I went to.
I blacked out at a Raiders game.
Damn.
She blacked out in the black
like
hole.
A normal Raiders game then. Yeah. Hey, a baseball game way different than a football game.
It's because it's more family oriented. That's why.
Way different.
Dude, think about it. When you go to a football game, how much are those tickets?
Oh, dude, outrageous.
So if you have to take a whole family.
Yeah,
how much is that?
Oh no, that's what I was saying.
And there's so many more games in baseball too.
Yeah, definitely.
So many more games. So I think it's easier for them to make up that money. You
Yeah. You all right?
Question.
Yeah. I just want to do a formal introduction.
Oh,
okay. We were just talking while you got ready. Yeah. You want to bring your mic closer to your face?
What?
Bring your mic closer to your face.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome everybody to the Thicc Boy podcast. We have a special guest today, Manny. Before we get started, I want to give you a little surprise. It's our new merch.
Oh, here you go.
And the new
Happy birthday!
Is it a rap star?
No, it's the shirt that I'm wearing. It says Thicc Boy Mafia, but like in a metal band.
Thank you, guys.
Kind of thing.
I like that.
Just want to give that before I forget.
Should I put it on right now? Just kidding.
Yeah, take
I mean, if you want to.
Do it for the
Marty
content.
might get offended, but it's fine.
Do it for the Patreon.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, we were talking about the game, right? Yeah. So
the Giants game?
No. Dude, football games are... Oh, well, we were saying that to take a family to a football game, it's ridiculous, dude.
It's crazy. I think so. I went to the Raiders game the first year that they were open, and for me and my wife, it was like $700 something.
Holy crap!
I'm not. My boys aren't. We're gonna watch a football game for a long time, dude. That's crazy.
Honestly,
but the Giants game is like
a college
$80.
game.
Oh, you can get
way cheaper.
Yeah.
You can get some games for like
each
for the Giants game.
Or that was for both of you guys? Like
No, it was like $80 each or so.
$80 each.
A little, maybe a little more, but yeah, it was around there.
That's not bad.
Much easier pill to swallow.
Dude, you can get some tickets for like $22.
Oh yeah. And I mean, we had good seats. We were in the club level.
Oh, okay.
Right behind like home base, so it was good. It was a really good seat. It was a good time.
My coworkers were telling me today that they built a whole new stadium for the Giants.
Yeah, it's AT&T Park or what? Oracle Park now. Yeah.
Isn't that where they've always been? Or no? The one off the water.
Yeah, they've been around for. That's been around for a while.
That's what I thought.
Well, the thing is, they sometimes companies will like something will run out, or at least like the name of the stadium, so other companies can come in and bid like, oh yeah, I'll give you $2 billion if you put our name on here,
okay.
and then they'll pay for like renovations.
It used to be AT&T Park.
Yeah, it used to be AT&T Park.
Yeah, I'll say this: that
sense.
stadium is super nice, really nice.
The water's right there. It's so nice. It's chill.
Yeah,
you know what? When I saw the Raiders at the Coliseum, I like that stadium. It was all old, and
the Coliseum was cool. Yeah, it's just
it just smelled like piss. But other than that,
yeah, it's very old, dude. Real old, and I can't imagine. I did take my son there one time, but a bunch of us. I think there was at least 12 of us. We put in for one of those like little club seats.
Oh, for the box.
There you go.
The box, yeah.
Like a box. So I took my oldest son when he was probably 3, and that was super easy experience.
Does Raiders or baseball?
No, for the Raiders.
Oh, okay,
at what is it?
The Coliseum?
Yeah, there you go. The Coliseum. Okay. So we took him there, and that was cool because you could just kind of let him loose.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about.
I was going to ask you how do you deal with your kids?
Yeah, you can't
I just
really
learned.
I
did a baseball game. Chuck Chansey.
Mm-hmm. Grizzlies.
Yeah, the Grizzlies, and I just learned you have to pace yourself. You can't have them watch it like. So I'll watch the game for a little bit, and then we'll go get a snack.
Yeah,
sit down, go get a snack. And so that they're entertained while.
And you know what's interesting is like Joven, he can sit down and just watch a game.
Oh, see, none of my kids can.
Yeah. So I'll come downstairs sometimes when I wake up, because I work nights. So I'll come down. It's like 10, 11, and this will be watching like some random soccer game.
Oh,
and I'm like, he's like, Dad, I'm going for the white team, but he'll be all into it.
It's like the English league.
Yeah, we went to like Buffalo Wild Wings, and what is it? World Cup was on for soccer.
Oh, sick!
Is that what they call it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch.
How long ago was this?
Just a couple days ago.
Oh no, you're thinking it's Euros and the Copa America are going on right now.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
It was like England versus.
Okay, it's
Netherlands.
Euros. It's Euros.
So we all go to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch, and dude, he would not look away from the TV. I'm like, hey. He's like, hey, Dad, what are you going for? Which team, the England or the other team? And I'm like, let's go for England. I don't know, dude. Yeah,
if it's on Minecraft or Fortnite, my kids won't pay.
Yeah, he's all into sports right now.
That's cool.
That's actually really neat.
That's a big thing.
Because that'll be his focus too, outside of school.
Yeah, and it forces me. That's why, I'm like, okay, I got to keep up with baseball because he's all into it, and I want to, kind of keep that going. But I mean, hey, whatever they're into,
You take him hunting too, no?
Yeah, so I've taken him. So I just got into duck hunting or hunting in general. Yeah, there you go.
I'd asked about it earlier.
Yeah. Duck hunting hat. So I got into duck hunting back in 2020. It's like during.
What are you
COVID,
using? What are you hunting them with?
Rifle.
A shotgun 12 gauge.
Okay, 12 gauge.
So
okay.
I started off.
It's a long boy, right? How long's the barrel?
So the Beretta that I have is 28 inches.
Okay.
And then I have like an extended muzzle on it. I don't know. I forgot.
Okay.
Dang, I'm blanking out on what it's called. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Extender? I don't know.
No, it's not an extender.
Yeah, it's just like a muzzle brake.
But
or
it's
something.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called now. But yeah, so that probably adds like.
Or is it like a
another inch or so
compensator?
to
It's
it.
a compensator, or it's got to be a muzzle brake.
It's like it's a choke. There you go.
Oh, okay.
The choke tube. So I have a full choke on it, so it
sick.
sticks out like another inch or so past the barrel.
So what does that do? Does that like keep it weighted down or what?
So the full choke, what it does is, so when you shoot, right, you have the shell that comes out of the shotgun, and
As it's ejected.
Yeah.
Ejected.
So when you shoot it, it basically holds it back, so it won't release as soon. So
Okay.
it makes your pattern tighter.
Oh, sweet.
So when you shoot it, if you're shooting at a bird so many feet away, depending on how far it is depending on how far those BBs
spread
will
is?
spread.
Yeah.
So when you put a full choke on, it tightens that down.
So you're just using birdshot?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet,
So
sweet,
there's like different levels of birdshot. I didn't really realize
You could
that.
even do like birdshot, buckshot, rock salt, birdshot.
How do you set up for like duck hunting? You don't scout, obviously, right? You just go out there.
There's some people that are big into scouting, and you know what? Their success rate's probably 1,000 times better than mine, right? I'm not even. I wouldn't even say I'm like great at shooting in general as it is. Like when it comes to duck hunting, right? It's just such a. There's like you get target panic and a lot, right? And these birds are flying by, especially here. You're not getting time to like work.
Oh, the cat's here. Sorry about that. Yeah,
the cat.
You want to let it out? Yeah.
Yeah, just show. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, just let her out. Yeah.
Cat's like, let me out. I don't want to hear about you guys.
Well,
Killing
she can smell the other cats. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm a cat lady. Can't help it.
So I don't know. It's a lot of work. You can scout. I have buddies that scout, and they kill it. They kill it.
There's levels, right?
There's levels. I've only been doing it for a few years, so I just kind of
learn.
Where do you go?
So throughout California, there's refuges that you could put in for. So you have to put in a draw. It's like $1.50 per location per day.
That's not bad.
It's not bad until you add it up, because hunting season is from the end of October to the end of January.
Okay.
And you hunt Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. But if you have 8 locations you put in for throughout California, and you put in for every Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, and it's like $1.50 or whatever per location, that adds up.
But it's a lottery. Is that what you're saying?
Is it like pulling a tag for it, or
Yeah.
It's like a lottery.
Yeah, it's
for
like pulling a
everything.
tag.
So you don't it's $1, but
And how many ducks can you shoot with that?
So it depends, but in total, you kill 7 ducks.
7? Okay, and that's your
the
max?
Limit. That's
okay.
the limit for the
Nice.
day. Yeah. So
it's not bad.
Do you take a dog with you?
yeah, so I have a lab that I bought. So if you guys didn't know, I go full blown. Like if I get into a hobby, I'm usually all in.
Yeah.
So I went hunting my first year. After my very first hunt, I went and bought a shotgun. And after my very first year, I went and got a lab and trained him how to hunt. So I'll go all in. So he's probably better than
I
I
want to
am.
learn how to duck hunt.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
You eat
It's
the ducks?
expensive. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it
You
good?
gotta make it sound.
A duck is good. It can be if you. It just depends on your taste buds. Some people say it's like tastes like rubber if rubber was good.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's like a decent comparison.
Rubber was good. That's
Yeah.
a terrible description.
There's certain ducks that taste good from certain areas.
Okay.
And then there's certain ducks that taste better than other ducks. So my wife, not a big fan.
I've had duck before. I think it's pretty good. I think
Yeah.
it just depends
I've
on how
never
you
had
cook
it.
it. Or
I think it depends on how you cook
I want
it.
duck breast.
What about a Peking duck? The fried duck, where they fry the.
No, I never had that. That's what I want.
They have it in that dim sum place over there on Shaw.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, I've had some duck where I'm like, oh, this is bad. But like the best duck I had was in Sacramento. And we went and spent the night. We went hunting early in the morning, right? It's like 5 in the morning when you go out there, 4 in the morning. It's pretty early. And you don't shoot till 6:30, but that setup just takes, quite a while.
right.
So we go out, we hunt, we get done, and my buddy we're sleeping in a trailer that night. He just makes it in the trailer, just salt, pepper, whatever.
it's tight,
It was amazing. It was probably some of the best duck I'd had.
Dang.
So it really depends. My wife, not a big fan. But if I like get dove, because I go dove hunting too, I'll wrap it in bacon or make like jalapeno poppers out of it.
That sounds good.
It's a lot better.
Are those the two only things are those the only two that you hunt, or?
So I've done duck and dove, and then geese. Obviously,
Okay.
those kind of all go hand in hand, I guess. And then I'm trying to get into bigger game. So last year I went for one deer hunt. I just went one day, and I saw a deer. That's like a success in and of itself in California, because I have a buddy. He went like 13 years. Never saw a shootable
Corey
buck.
got that buck with a bow.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
So I recently got into archery.
Oh, okay.
So,
I saw that.
yeah,
do you go to the spot archery and do their little get up, or do you just go somewhere else?
So the spot, they have a location in Fresno, which I've never been to. I think it's at
I think it's by the gym.
Yeah, I think it's like
down
Sean
the street.
Valentine or something.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. And then but they also have up in the hills off of like 168. They have this they have this spot where they set up like 24 targets. I think it's 24 targets, and you go through, you can get a group of buddies. It's like $20 a person, and you can go out and just take your bow and go shoot it. So there's like traditional, compound. So I got into that because my wife's uncle, he makes bows.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
So I
what
went
kind of bow do you have?
It's a traditional recurve.
Recurve?
So it's like 46 pounds at like 28 inches. It's pretty light.
bad.
I think it's pretty
I didn't
light.
even know there was different kinds.
So
Yeah.
you need more weight if you have a shorter wingspan. Is that right? Is that what it is?
No
Not
clue.
necessarily,
No
no.
clue.
Corey was telling me, because he's like, you got really long arms. He's like, so you need less. He's telling me I needed less weight.
Yeah.
He's like, because I can draw it more.
Yeah, I have no idea how that works, honestly. But like a traditional bow is more like just wood and string. Honestly.
You're talking about a recurve. I'm thinking
then-
about the other ones.
And then the
Compound
compound
is
bows
what
it is. Yeah, compound.
are like super fancy. They got wheels.
I
They're
seen that's what I'm
expensive.
seeing.
They're wild.
Yeah,
wheels.
They're
those ones
so
like I've seen on
expensive.
Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that goes into them, and like you could pull like a 70-pound, let's just say a 70-pound compound bow, but you only pull that weight for a certain amount, then it loosens up, and the wheels and all the mechanics do all the work on it. A traditional bow, like if I'm pulling 46 pounds, I'm holding that 46 all the way through.
I see.
So, yeah, after I had my shoulder surgery, like a year, when did I have that?
Not too long
A year ago,
right?
year and a half, last January of 2023. What year is it? 2024? Yeah, 2023. After that, I started getting into it. I couldn't even pull like 15 pounds at first. It was so hard, you know, just like
Rotator
holding
cuff?
that. I tore my labrum, dislocated my shoulder, and then fractured my socket.
Yeah, you
It was
fucked yourself
horrible.
up.
Jesus.
It was
What?
pretty
That
fucking
sounds
bad.
so
At work,
painful.
At work?
at work. I fell. It was not a cool story at all.
No?
Yeah,
Damn.
I fell. I just fell down this little hill, and I just fell, I think, wrong, and my shoulder just came out.
Oh,
It was rough.
that sucks.
It was horrible. It
So,
took a lot of morphine and fentanyl to get me out of pain.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So to like get started, let's say you wanted to start like let's say duck hunting.
Mm-hmm.
What does your budget need to be?
Oh man, it's expensive.
Because like your rifle obviously is going to be one of
Yeah,
the
so
most
if you
expensive things.
if you were gonna start and you're gonna buy everything,
Yeah.
right? It's quite a bit. So like the shotgun itself, I think my first shotgun was a Benelli Supernova. I probably got that for like
Yeah, those are
$600.
actually
Yeah.
they're pretty inexpensive.
That's not bad. And then like waders, you gotta have waders. That's like $100. And then like you gotta have camo underneath it, sweater,
Okay.
you know, a
So about a
jacket.
G.
It's like getting
hat.
hot
No, it's
nowadays.
more than that.
Yeah, jacket, a hat. And then if you start getting into like decoys, then you gotta buy decoys, and those are pretty
Do you have to do any sound
spicy.
things? Like I know when people hunt
Yeah.
like wild game, they have to have like bugle sounds. Do you
Yeah.
have to do like whistles or anything?
Yeah,
for
it's
the ducks?
we have
A duck call?
A duck call. I suck at it. I don't. It's like playing a musician or a instrument.
Ah,
It's like
man.
being a musician. It's
Do you have to like move your hand or whatever when you do it? Or
yeah. So you're supposed to put it in, and
Yeah.
you're supposed to move like your hands. And I don't know. I just let my buddies do it. I have one to look cool, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've watched videos. I have it in my trucks. Sometimes I drive around and I practice it. It sounds great in the truck, you know, and then you go out there. You go out there, and I'm probably better off going,
Singing
Duck,
in the
come here,
shower?
because it's horrible.
Scaring all the
It is that
ducks
same
away.
thing. It's like singing in the shower. You have like the acoustics.
Oh,
and everything.
yeah.
Sounds
he's like walking around just going quack quack.
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Your truck, it sounds good.
I'd probably be better off. Yeah. Hey, Duck, come over here. Yeah, it's hard. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. Duck hunting is not easy.
No, I feel like anything like that, it takes a lot of
And then you have
dedication.
you have all that, and then you got to hit the birds too, you know. So
yeah,
so it's an interesting.
Do you like clay shooting? Does that help to do it? I guess in any way.
So in theory it's supposed to.
Yeah,
but like
the clay goes a certain way, you know.
Yeah. So like the last 2 years, we've gone out clay shooting. You know, a few months before our duck hunting, and we'll go out there and I'll kill it. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do really good this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill so many birds.
Yeah, you just lead the bead, right? And then
I go out there and I'm like, how am I not hitting anything? What the heck's going on? Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. I think it's just the actual moving off. And then birds are not dumb. Yeah, you know, dove maybe, but ducks are not dumb. They see that gun coming up and they'll start flapping around and going all over the place. They know what's coming. Yeah, they're not stupid birds. They're looking down just as much as we're looking up.
Jesus. Yeah, well, they don't want to die. Everyone has an innate fear of dying. Yeah. Even they do.
Those birds are going back to each other like, don't go over there. That guy's shooting around everywhere.
Yeah, that guy went over there and said quack, quack. And I was like, nah, I'm
your
good.
duck call? They're like, well, that doesn't sound right.
And you know what makes it hard is so like, so when you get like the fake birds, right, which is like the decoys, and then you have like that sound that you're calling them in. The theory is that you're going to call them in so they get close, and then you can hunt them, right? So that way you don't just shoot them and injure them and they fly off and they're going to die later, right? But what happens is when you go to these public refuges is people see birds flying 60 yards away and they're just shooting at them. You know, and then when they're shooting at them, they're scaring all the birds from your area. So you almost don't get the time to like really work them in to take like good shots, you know? So it's a lot of what we say pass shooting.
Okay.
Because they're just flying by.
So what's the ideal like distance? Yeah.
Say like, if I was like a perfect roll,
you're all point blank.
On the water.
Yeah.
I would say 20, 30 yards.
Just shooting fish in a barrel, basically.
Yeah. 20, 30 yards is really good.
Yeah. What's the target that you're going for?
What do you mean?
Like when you're shooting the duck, are you just duck, I'm going to shoot, or is there a certain part of their little body that you're trying to aim for?
Well, that's what the bird shot's for. It makes a spread.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, right, you want to kind of hit them like center mass.
Yeah.
So that way they don't, because you don't want any animal to suffer, right, when you're hunting them. That's like not the goal.
Yeah.
So you want them to die right away, essentially. But like with the way ammo is in California, now they do steel instead of lead, and those birds usually are surviving a lot more from the shots. So if you don't get like good shot placement, they're surviving. And then if you do get them, right, like my dog will go pick them up when they're injured. And well, now you got to put them out of their misery. So that's a little rough.
Yeah.
So what do you do at that point when he brings it back and it's still breathing?
There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Just like whack it on the side of your truck or what?
No, so some people will take it and smack the head on their gun.
Okay.
And that'll usually knock them out. Some people wring their neck. I have this little tool. It's honestly shaped like that, and it's like a sharp edge. And you're supposed to take their head down and then shove it in the back of their head.
Oh, almost like a instead of a cow punch, but it's a duck punch.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty much. Yeah, those are pretty much the. If you want to get real oaky on it, I have a buddy that's bit on the bird's head.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Shut it. Of course.
Dude, you just see Manny out there just like doing the American History X, putting the duck's mouth on the curb.
I haven't done it. It's rough. It's rough.
Fight the curb.
Yeah.
It's a small, like you could put your hands up on their side of their body and then squeeze down on their lungs.
Oh, okay.
Put them out. Oh. Yeah. I don't know which way is probably the best way, honestly.
It really doesn't sound like there's going to be if the shot doesn't work.
I mean, the best way is that it goes down with the first hit and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually the best. You don't want what you don't want that your dog brings it back. They're so flapping around. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
I gotta help him out.
And your dog got to be bred for that, right? Usually, it comes from a line of hunting dogs.
Yeah, so sick. My dogs have pretty good natural, right? So it made it easier because I used to train dogs.
Oh, sick.
Before I was ever in law enforcement, so I trained dogs for like 3 years. But I had never trained like hunting dogs. I did more like obedience stuff. So it was a cool experience. I don't know. I still really enjoy it. I really enjoy training dogs. So when I got him, I took that. I was honestly more excited about that for a while than I was like actually me hunting. I was more excited about like, I'm gonna train this dog to go get these birds.
That's fun. Yeah.
And then you realize like I probably should have took hunting just as serious because then your dog looks at you like, why aren't you killing anything?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what the hell?
You got a number one draft pick with a 7th string quarterback over here.
You know, it's sometimes like I'll shoot and then my dog will run off. I'm like, hey, come back, dude. I didn't kill the bird, and I feel like he's looking at me and judging me. You know, like, hey, what the hell, dude?
He is judging you.
Yeah, we've been out here all day, dude.
At the end of the day, he still loves you.
Yeah, I think so. He might be disappointed.
I want to know about the strategy. What is this? You said you reeled in the birds.
Yeah, so if birds are flying, right? So sometimes it's what we say they're decoying birds. So they'll be flying over and you start calling, and what you have are these fake birds in the water, and maybe they move, maybe they don't, just depends on what you have, but you make these duck calls like what Shireen was talking about with the
you draw the birds
and you draw them in, and basically what you want is you want them to come in and almost land on
in the water
on your birds, and then at that point you know it's like a guarantee, you know?
I see. Okay.
But that's what's hard is when you're out hunting these public lands, that normally does not happen. Maybe like private areas, yeah, you can definitely make it happen.
I see.
Have you done any out of state yet, or are you looking to do any out of state?
So I think if I get better at archery,
yeah,
then I like to do that.
For birds?
Fingers crossed.
So
or turkeys?
No, big game. You know, deer, elk. I mean, turkey,
hog,
pig. Yeah, hog. That'd be cool. My wife's uncle goes to
Texas.
He goes to Africa every 2 years. So that's kind of the goal. Yeah. So what he does, he goes to Africa. He hunts like really big game, and he leaves the meat there for the villages, and then
that's super nice.
It's crazy.
Brings the head back.
A lot of people are like against that, but they don't realize that the big game hunting is what pays to keep everything preserved.
Yeah. And then I think people also don't realize like you don't want to have an overpopulation of certain animals, you know. So
no, then you have people like Colorado reintroducing wolves because they think it's necessary, and I'm pretty sure in a few years they're going to have them start hunting wolves because it's going to become a problem.
I think that's what people don't realize. If you don't, there's in all reality, people, there's a food chain, right? We are at the top of that thing, and if you were to have animals stop killing animals or humans stop killing animals, well, then you're going to have this massive overpopulation, and animals ruin things, They ruin crops. They ruin all kinds of things.
The pigs in Texas do that, right?
Yeah.
Even the deer where I work at, I have my coworkers up there. They hate deer because they will go into their yards and eat all of their plants.
Yeah, they'll ruin things.
All of their vegetation, everything. Mm-hmm. They're like, we hate the damn deer.
I mean, look at coyotes. Coyote. I have family that have a lot of farms, and coyotes ruin their crops. Squirrels ruin them. Yeah. And then, like coyotes, if you have animals, if you live on some properties, they'll come over and kill your chickens. They don't care,
Kill your chickens,
they're not worried about
cats, any small pets you have.
Yeah.
It's free game to them.
I know they wanted to introduce water buffalo, back into the States, back into North America, but that'd be crazy. Like imagine them like walking around the city.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, no, that would destroy freaking.
Those things are massive.
Yeah,
so my wife's uncle has one of those.
They look like a van, dude.
Like a couple years ago. Yeah, they're massive.
They look like a van.
Big. It's crazy.
You see the videos in Yosemite when they're like going to pet them, where they get really close and do videos.
Oh my god, I see that with Yellowstone.
Yeah, the Yellowstone
bison,
ones.
and everybody wants to go up there and pet them.
Yeah, people are dumb. Yeah. I'm like, hey, leave them alone.
These are freaking wild animals.
They don't know you.
They don't.
There's
care
a video
of
these people petting a cub.
Yeah.
And someone's like, once that mom gets there, it's gonna kill
crazy.
you.
Yeah, like what do you guys? You always see these videos, right? Of like people trying to take selfies with these big animals. You're like, hey, leave that animal alone.
Don't know
you.
And there's a lady with a shark. She was trying to like help it, and the shark just like
right
Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was hilarious. There's like a shark. It almost looks beached. And she's like trying to go over there and like move it back in the water, and instead the shark just turns around and just like bites her arm.
I mean, it's one thing like you want to help like an animal like that, but it's like
predator though. Like he's gonna eat you.
You better be ready to lose a limb.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to pull a shark in, right? It'd be one thing like if you're gonna keep throwing water on it until somebody like professional gets there. But yeah, I just saw another video of a guy doing the same thing.
Oh, he pulled it back. Yeah, I see that one.
He pulled it back in, and I was like, "Hey, that."
But he's all smiling right back, looking back at the camera.
Hey, that shark's far enough, dude. Let it go. And he kept going with it. And once it got into the water deep enough, it turned around. And the guy went under. You're like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna die."
Yeah.
Nobody went in to help that guy either.
No.
His friends were all recording, and they're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen the video? The video of like I think it's a crocodile or alligator getting the baby hippo. And all the adult hippos come.
Hippos are
and they just like whoop his dude. It looks like Jon Snow in the middle of like all the people when he's stuck. That's what the crocodile looked like because they were just stomping on him.
I don't think and like people don't realize how violent hippos are.
Oh yeah.
It's a wild animal. I didn't know that either.
In Africa,
I learned that on Reddit.
In Africa, they're like the most deadliest animal.
Yeah.
In South America,
in Colombia too.
No, in Colombia they're not. They don't kill people.
Oh.
They don't. Yeah, they don't kill people
Colombia's got the nice hippos.
They got the nice. They do have the nice.
You know what's crazy?
They have morals in Colombia.
The predators there.
You know what's crazy? In
like,
Colombia, there was never any in Colombia. Pablo Escobar flew them in, and they just started breeding.
Oh.
And they just populated.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But they're not violent there. They're all just in Africa.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang, that's good. No, that's good.
Yeah,
it's a fun fact.
Dude,
right
animals are fucking wild, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was the question you were gonna ask?
I was gonna ask you guys, when you guys do like a little road trip, like what's the snack you guys get when you stop at the gas station? But I was gonna ask for 2 drinks, 1 caffeinated, 1 regular, and then what 3 snacks you get. I just wanted to see because you just went somewhere and I'm gonna go somewhere. No, but I just wanted to know, like,
dang, that's good.
Gardettos, peanut M&Ms,
What?
trail mix.
What?
Gardettos?
Gardettos?
I don't know what that is.
They're like Chex Mix, but with garlic salt. I guess.
Kinda,
Yeah.
Gardettos, peanut M&Ms, trail mix.
And what are your 2 drinks?
Always some iced coffee, water.
Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah.
I think you can exclude water with something else. I feel like everyone takes water in their car anyways.
I don't know.
No.
Iced tea, maybe.
That's a tough
It's
one.
usually it's
Gay.
always going to either be like water or coffee.
No,
There's
sick,
really
right?
no other option for me when I'm
shoot.
driving.
I'd say an energy drink, guaranteed. Gotta have one.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna slam 2 of them, and then
Well, let's just say you're getting like a 20 ounce.
What did you
Getting
say?
like a
What did
20
you say?
ounce
I get
Red
an
Bull. Yeah.
energy drink.
Yeah.
And
Monsters
then
or Rockstars?
Red Bull.
no. So
Bang.
if I had to pick between those, I'd say
Celsius.
Monsters. I don't like Celsius.
I've never tried it. I
Have you
don't
had
know.
the Rockstar Focus, the ones with the lion's mane?
Yeah, I don't.
I
No,
like
I don't
those.
like any rock stars.
What do you like? What's your?
So I like ghosts. Ghosts are
Oh,
good.
okay.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, ghosts are good.
Yeah, and I go.
I was doing bangs for a while.
I used to be obsessed with those. That
Yeah.
was my pre-workout
Yeah,
drink.
they almost got too sweet.
Yeah, I give Banks to Fred all the time.
Yeah, sugar-free Monsters. Anything sugar-free is good. I'm good with
Sugar
that.
free.
What
Yeah.
snacks would you do?
So
Oh, beef jerky. Forgot about that one too.
I like gummy bears
Oh,
on
sweet.
road trips. I don't know why. So I'll do gummy bears. Maybe like some spicy Dorito nachos.
Ooh.
Nice. One more.
Damn, a third one, huh? It's got to be either like Reese's cup or peanut butter.
Okay, so
M&Ms.
something sweet to combat the salty.
Well, yeah, with my I'm
Sweet,
a
sweet.
big sweet tooth. I don't do
Oh,
a lot
sick,
of salty stuff. So, and I actually didn't know I was allergic to or that I'm not allergic to peanuts until I was 30. So I like every day I'm eating
that
peanuts or peanut butter.
sucks.
Yeah. Took me
So
30
you
years
know
to
what you're
figure it
missing
out.
out on.
Yeah.
Is it like a big allergy?
Dude,
No, I'm not allergic.
Oh, okay.
So for my
You
30
wait. So you are or you're not?
I'm not allergic to peanuts,
But
but I'm allergic to almost every other like tree nut.
Well, peanuts are nuts.
They're
legume.
yeah.
So, like,
They just
But
say
when I
peanuts.
was a kid, I would react to like almonds real bad, and then peanuts was the same thing. I would react. I get like an itchy throat,
oh dang.
and then when I was like 30, I think I went to an allergist, and I was telling her like, yeah, I'm allergic to nuts and peanuts, and she goes, oh, I don't. And I had done a blood test like a few years before that, and she goes, let me see that blood test. So I show her because I have it on my phone. And she goes, I don't think you're allergic to peanuts. I said, no, I am. She goes, I don't think you are. So she's like, we could do a 4-hour, basically like
It's a stress test. Yeah.
So I went in for 4 hours with some like Reese's peanut butter cups, and I hated peanut butter and the smell.
Mhm.
So I went in there and like I'd eat like the smallest crumb, and then 15 minutes later, a slightly bigger crumb, and then at the end of the 4 hours, I ate like an entire peanut butter cup. And she goes, yeah, you're not allergic. You're good. That's it. That's how I found out.
That's like
I was like, holy crap.
Nice.
Yeah.
well, that's good.
Fred, what are your snacks and drinks?
drinks, either Monster or Rockstar
Nice.
or Red Bull, sugar free. And diet or Coke Zero. Coke
Those are pretty good. Actually, those are
Coke
pretty
Zero
good.
is good.
I fuck with those.
Or
Yeah.
Diet Mountain Dew. Snacks, beef jerky. If
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not doing keto,
Like
fast,
you're not on a diet for
fast break. I'll still look at beef jerky.
Fast
Fast
break?
breaks, the Reese's ones.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Dude,
Those are really good. Yeah,
I don't
that
think
and the
I've had
energy drink.
that.
They're so good.
Ooh,
And then one more snack, some chips.
can never go wrong with
Chips.
some chippies.
Nice.
Yeah, some kind of chip.
Yeah, chips are nice.
Yeah, no, for
I
me,
feel like I could guess yours.
go for it.
Beef jerky,
Yeah.
some form of gummy candy.
No.
Really?
Don't lie.
No.
All right, go.
So now I do jerky.
Now,
yeah.
No,
I used to do
because
gummy
well,
bears, not now.
I drive every day for work. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
So
Some
usually
bar
it's
seeds.
jerky.
Yeah, turn down the meat.
Then I'll do barbecue seeds to keep you awake.
Mm-hmm.
And then my third thing. Oh my god, I just blanked out right now. What was the third
Producer, what's the third one?
Yeah, I forgot. It's barbecue seeds, jerky, and like kettle chips.
Yeah,
that's a sweet,
salty.
huh? Oh, you said
No, but
I saying you like salty stuff.
Yeah. Then I'll do sometimes I'll take out the chips. My bad. Spicy pork rinds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never had them.
Oh God, you suck.
they're pretty good. They're good. I can't say they're bad.
You know what's
they're
good?
delicious.
The nerd ropes. Have you guys had the nerd ropes?
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Yeah. You know, now they make them like in little
Clusters.
The clusters.
balls.
Clusters.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
I mean, if you want to call them balls.
No, sorry. So they're not the nerd ropes. What
I
are
was
they?
being politically correct.
Manny's like, I eat them two at a time with one rope in the middle.
Roll them both like this. I throw them in at once.
No, it's not the nerd rope. It's something else. It's like some other rope candy. Damn it, I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna remember the name. It's some
Does it
other
have the
rope
nerds
candy.
on it?
No, it doesn't
He's
have
talking
the nerds.
about red vines.
No, not red vines. Not red vines.
Twizzlers?
Sour punch
Twizzlers.
straws.
No.
Are you talking about the ones where you can tear it?
Yes.
Or it's like the...
Twizzlers. The red one?
No, not Twizzlers.
What color is it?
There are a bunch of different colors.
Are you talking about like the rips?
Sour punch straws.
The rips? They're like...
They're like
Sweet tarts?
Yes.
Oh, sweet tart ropes. Okay,
Sweet
cool.
tart ropes. Yes.
Yeah, those are pretty
Sweet
good.
tart ropes.
I'll,
Never had them.
sick.
Yeah, those
I'll
are really
try
good.
'em.
My wife introduced me to those. Those are really good.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've had those before.
They're really good.
I'll take your word for it.
Recommend.
Hey, do you fuck with Uncrustables
Yeah.
now
Wait,
that you
I
eat...
have had those
Oh,
before.
dude.
Oh, they're just...
I mean,
Hey,
Listen.
hey, for a while, I think my body was made of Uncrustables. After I found out,
You can eat peanuts and peanut
oh,
butter.
dude, I was
funny,
terrible.
yeah.
Game changer.
I was eating peanut butter like several times a day because I had never.
Are you
I
a
had 30
chunky or
years.
smooth guy?
Oh, I'm smooth.
Okay,
for
cool,
sure.
cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
smooth for sure. Especially because I don't know. I just don't like the chunky peanut butter.
I eat both.
It's
'cause
weird.
I'm-
Yeah, I love crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Any
yeah.
texture.
Have
My
you
wife thinks it's weird.
So I'm going to ask you this. Have you ever had an energy drink with an Uncrustable?
I probably have, but
Try
not that I could think
Try
about
it, dude. It's good.
It's an interesting
down.
combination. I can
think
almost
he just
guarantee
said
that I've
that
done it, but I
you know
just
what,
I
he
don't think
says
I
that
really
'cause he-
thought about it.
Oh, I do that every day. Yeah, I do it every day. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I-
so good. It's just 2 bites and you're done. You need like 3
Dude,
to be
my
full.
coworkers would be like, "What grown man eats?" I'd eat them every day.
How
What
stop
grown
being
man
gay?
I had one
eats
on Monday and I didn't give a
Uncrustables?
fuck. I'm like,
I was
this is
like,
good.
dude, these are great. I just grab them on the go. You know, I eat them frozen still. They're good, dude. It's like ice cream and peanut
Yeah, it's
butter at the
nice.
same time.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
He says energy drinks because he can't have milk.
Ah,
That's why he says that,
right.
yeah.
No, but I will have a green tea or whatever.
Energy
whenever
drink with a PB&J. That's
Yeah,
why that
no,
makes more
it's-
sense.
No, but I'll still have like a green tea or something if we go get like coffee.
Are you lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And slightly homosexual.
Slightly my ass.
Yeah.
Like sketch.
It's just a joke, guys. It's not true.
We were talking about
Yeah.
that before the podcast sketch. We just found
Oh,
out.
yeah, that's
What
right.
sketch?
Dude.
Okay,
I feel bad for him.
so what happened? I don't.
Oh, he's like
What I
he's,
missed? How late
he's-
was I?
he's an
Actually, I
in-
was not late.
Do you
I
know
was
who
on
Sketch is?
he's an internet personality. You haven't
What's
heard-
up, brother?
Yes.
Oh, that's who that guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Special
So there's
play,
this-
special
Yeah.
player.
So there's this weirdo kid, and I guess like he does that thing, but something popped up where
Yeah,
he's doing
he
something.
went viral. Basically, he'd be on Twitch. I think Twitch.
Twitch
He'd
playing Madden.
playing a lot of Madden, and then he had this saying he was saying. I'm probably gonna mess it up. It's like special teams, special plays,
Yeah.
special players.
Yeah.
And then he'd go, "What's up, brother?" Something like that,
Oh
right?
Nice,
my
okay.
God.
Yeah, that was like his thing, and he went viral for it, and like overnight sensation. Instantly started becoming like a streamer. Started doing like vlogs with random, YouTube famous,
Overnight
I guess,
fame.
celebrities. I don't know what you call them, and he's kept up with it.
He
And then-
introduced he did with like,
the Houston Texans
Yeah.
draft pick. One of those said draft picks.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, and
so
he was a Houston
he blew
Texans
up.
fan.
A
That was
huge
his big
football
thing.
So
fan,
what's
too.
the
That's
downfall?
actually really cool.
His downfall?
No,
Or what happened? What?
So his downfall, I guess, and it sounds like he might survive it now, but before, I think he's 20.
Oh God, I've never seen that face before.
Yeah, I think he's
Okay.
20 before he ever became famous. I guess he was on OnlyFans doing some,
guy on guy stuff.
some guy.
some
there you
Island
go,
Boy
some
stuff?
Island guy stuff.
Some island- yeah.
But it was pretty. It's pretty.
Like
vulgar.
nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw
So
it.
somebody-
he
somebody-
saw it
Oh,
coming,
I was
right?
gonna say that. I hate you.
Somebody exposed him for
Yeah.
it, and so somebody started posting photos like, "Hey, this is him. Look at the glasses." And he actually came out and admitted it.
At least,
That's
you know
him.
what though? I feel with the admitting, it's like, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
I did it. I needed money.
Yeah, I think
I
he
assumed.
owned it. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, he said that when it came out, he was gonna off himself.
Oh,
Sick.
no
Like
way.
that.
So,
like, yeah.
He like set it up. Like he was gone.
Yeah.
And one of the I don't know
Phase,
who these people are, but
He looks young.
What's his name? Phase.
say something.
The main Phase guy.
Face Bank.
Bank. Yeah, Phase
There you
Bank.
go.
Yeah, he.
You know, I don't know
Saved his
anything
life.
about him, but for some reason I've heard his name before, and that's the only one that
That's
was popped up in my head. Yeah.
Phase Bank.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
He saved his life, I think.
Saved his life, literally. Yeah,
Sick.
yeah.
Text
Told him to
him.
come back. Yeah.
Text him like, "Hey, nah, dude, it's all cool. We're all good." And
Yeah.
he came back. But it was funny because I don't know if you saw his sketch release this little, and I don't know much about this guy, but it sounds like I do, right? Because I know all his story. But he released this little thing basically saying like, "Yeah, it was me,"
Yeah.
and then he did. It actually made me laugh. He's like, "I did not have sexual relations with that man." He goes, "Well, maybe I did."
There you go.
I was like, "All right, wait a minute."
Well, it's also obviously somebody was on there looking for it.
Yeah.
But that guy isn't going to
Yeah.
get told nothing.
No. Yeah, it was definitely a fan,
A fan.
an ex-fan that brought it out.
That's so
finally.
weird, dude.
Probably got mad because he wasn't doing it no more.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, like,
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's probably why it came out.
That's insane, man. Yeah, I saw it pop up and I was like, oh, I sounded like it was something gay, but I didn't like follow. I didn't follow through with
It's
it.
weird that he got some. No, I don't even think he got that much hate. I think I see a lot of positives.
Was that recent?
I think it was
or
just
how
Yeah,
long
shocking.
ago?
like
It was like what, like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, it had to be like this.
well, because like people were saying like,
Huh?
oh,
Tuesday.
it happened too.
It happened Tuesday.
Oh Jesus! Oh my bad. I have
Listen,
my
I
days
am
so
so far
wrong.
behind on so much stuff.
people
I
were
catch up
saying
on
like,
the weekend.
we saw him leave with girls. Like, what the heck? He left the bar with this girl.
Trans.
I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, well, who knows?
You know?
Hey,
Hey.
you never know now.
Yeah, you never do.
How old is he?
Like 20.
I think he's 20,
He's early, yeah.
20, maybe 21 now.
Yeah.
But I think he started that back when he was like 18.
Jesus. Can you imagine just turning
Oh,
18 and you're
yeah.
like, I'm gonna go on OnlyFans and just do some gay shit?
He said he was
Hey.
on drugs. Like he had like a lot of addiction problems.
Oh damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, addiction. Sorry guys,
What hit him in the face?
Oh,
no.
his uncle.
Oh,
yeah.
there it is. There it is. There it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get. Huh, I mean, it is.
For
what
the
it
record,
is.
it was not his uncle. Right?
It was his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What are you gonna do?
No, I mean I'm not gonna do anything. It doesn't affect me, so it doesn't.
I was actually surprised though, especially like now, in like today's age, that he got so much
I
kind
know.
of
Yeah.
flashback.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how I was.
I'm like, all of
Honestly.
a sudden, people care. Like,
Yeah.
why do you guys care now?
For that
Yeah,
age
that
group,
was-
too. It's kind of.
I don't know. Maybe people feel betrayed. I don't know. Like,
I
oh,
think
really
everybody
like this
just
guy.
preys on certain people's
Yeah, but
downfall.
if you're like,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
They do.
but
They
think
really
about it.
do.
You know, he said he was like, besides my addiction joke, he said he was addicted to whatever substance he was. At that point, he only cared about getting that substance. He didn't
Yeah,
care what way he
that's
got
true.
it. You know, if it meant.
I must have missed that part. I didn't realize that he had some addiction.
Yeah, it was like
going on.
addiction problems. Yeah, drugs.
Yeah, I also just didn't care too much about following up with it. It just popped up.
He was in that same video. He talks about it. You
Oh,
probably
see, I
seen,
didn't
like, a
watch
small-
that whole.
like a
Yeah, I
small
just saw a
clip.
clip on like TikTok or whatever.
No, like I said, I saw it pop up, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" But now that you guys said
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
That guy, he did it, man, overnight. Well, it's like that girl with that Haktua girl.
Haktua.
Okay, and now she's
Dude,
on
she
like
built a whole brand off
Yeah,
of
but
it.
see, okay, so
That's
so,
good. That's
like
so,
a
so
month.
here's the
That's
thing
tight.
about
She's
that.
dating Zach Brown, who's like 30 or 40.
Oh, is she
He's
dating him?
21.
Yeah.
He swooped on her.
See, but
bro.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about that.
He wanted to see the
At
hot
least
tour,
the-
Yeah, he
dude.
did.
At least the other kid, he was like streaming and doing all this stuff and whatever. I don't know
She was
anything
just drunk
else
off
that
the
she's
street,
done
no?
besides like saying that she Jack Dawson's dick. Like that. That's not.
She what?
Oh, you never seen
I didn't watch the whole
Titanic?
video.
Oh yeah,
When he's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's spitting outside of the shit.
Oh,
That's why I said
okay,
Jack
okay.
Dawson.
Got it.
You get the
Oh,
reference.
I get it now.
funny.
I get it.
Okay.
That was like,
So
over my
yeah,
head.
yeah. Sorry, I'll come up with weird references here and there. But like other than that, like even when you saw her with like Shaq, it's like, yeah, none of these people really care that you're there. They only
No.
want
They
the
just wanna
viral.
see
You're
what you
viral
got.
right now.
she's viral right now.
Yeah,
She-
because like
she-
at least the other kid,
everybody's talking about
at
her.
least the other kid, you'd be like, yo, this is a pretty good streamer. We play games together. This and that.
Yeah.
He whatever was.
But she's gonna have her own show or something like that. She started
I
her
can
own
see
show.
it.
What's she
I
gonna
can
do?
honestly see
She has
it.
she's
been on podcasts.
her
that I've
personality is
already
different,
seen.
so I can see how she went viral. Like not everybody has that personality.
What personality?
Fabian's holding
it shows that I know you're all.
No. Now I want to know. So, what's her personality like? Because, like, what she's just like
bubbly.
So she's an OnlyFans girl without the OnlyFans
Is
yet,
she
or
an
what?
OnlyFans girl?
No, she's not.
No, but see, that's what I said.
She's really just known for that one thing.
Yeah.
You know? If it, I mean, it was a pretty funny video.
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll lead to
that clip
else.
that she
Maybe
had, it
won't.
was very funny, but like, you know, when it goes on TikTok and it goes viral like that, I mean, I guess, you know, strike while the iron's hot. Why not?
Oh, that's true. Whatever.
You
Make
know?
your money.
That's
make your
Brian
money.
did.
Yeah.
It's like, is it more dumb that she's doing that, or would it be more dumb if she didn't strike on that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's more dumb that people are just like, oh my god.
It makes me wonder, like, man, I should go out to clubs more often.
You
do
gonna hot
interviews. Just do interviews.
Yeah.
Just do
Maybe not that
interviews.
part. Just come up with clever sayings, you know, when I'm out.
You know what? They're showing today that there are girls trying to do that, like trying to make like a, oh, well, I just do this or whatever, and they're like, you're getting copycats now because
just trying
they're
to
seeing
be
that
famous.
they can. There's a
Well, I mean, if
possibility
you
of-
go to like a lot of these guys that interview these drunk girls outside of clubs, a lot of them say dumb things. You know what I mean?
It's crazy
But it's just that one that just takes off.
you know,
That's
it's
all.
crazy. It's only out of 2 towns. Can you guess them?
Nashville and
LA would be
Austin,
There's a-
Texas.
no,
There we go.
not
You got
LA.
it. Yeah.
Oh, Austin.
Austin, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that one as the
Yeah,
second one.
'cause
That's
Austin-
is that where that one went viral?
That one
No,
was
she was
from
Nashville. She was Nashville, but
I know
the other
Nashville's
one's
a big
Austin.
one.
Nashville popped off over the last few years. Apparently, that's where everybody wants to have their bachelorette party. now.
Nashville's big for bachelor.
I've been to
bachelorette
both.
parties.
Over
To
like
both
the
of those
last few
spots. They're
years.
really nice.
I initially wanted to do mine there, and then
Dolly
all
World.
my buddies were like, "Hey, we're too brown."
Keep going. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
I've never been. My friend wanted to go.
I feel like you'd
They're
be
both
fine,
nice.
dude.
They're both really nice.
My friend wanted to
Are
I
you
go
would
guys
be
there.
fine, dude.
You
I
guys would
wear
be fine.
jeans and cowboy boots. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know, but then my brown brothers, you know, I don't
They'd
know.
be fine.
They felt like they were too Indian for it.
Nah,
For
I
the
think you'd be
cowboy
fine.
boots?
For Nashville. That's back when we were talking about my bachelor party. I was like, "Oh, let's do it in Nashville," and they're like, "Dude, we're too brown for that." You know?
How long have you been there?
You wanted to go to Nashville? That's
Since 2016.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
you were married already, and I think you had your first.
I had my
your
son
first
when
son
he
when
was.
I met you.
Yeah, so I had my son was in 2017. Was born in April 2017, and then I started jiu-jitsu
A
a
year
few
later?
months after that.
A few months
No,
after, yeah.
I started jiu-jitsu in August of 2017.
Yeah, because we were in that tiny little warehouse.
Yeah, that's when I
Oh, my
started,
God.
and then a few months after that, they moved to that other location, and then I did it for like a year and a half.
So you just did it on and off.
Yeah, so I did it. It's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. Like, man, how long have I been doing it? So when I first started, it was August of 2017, and I did it pretty consistent till like January of 2019.
Yeah.
And then I got into a new gig at work, which was super demanding, like always on call, working nights. I'd be working crazy hours. So then it was kind of just on and off for a few months where I'd go to class, wouldn't go, and then I would go. And then I took,
You're out for a while.
I think, like a couple years off. So that was in 2019. So I went back for COVID. Right before COVID hit, I went back for like 2 months, and then COVID hit, and then everything shut down. And then I was
where
off.
did you go before COVID?
Roots.
Same one.
You were there at Roots?
Yeah, so I went to Roots. You
'Cause I
used to
was-
go to that class, the night class.
That
we-
9
we-
p.m.
we
class.
You used to go
Oh,
to
you
that
were
heavy
going to
duty
war.
class,
The
dude.
thick boy class. That's
And
what I call it, man. They
I
would stay
was
in
going to the normal
barbecue.
classes.
That's
I don't
on
think I ever
weight
saw
class?
you at. Did I ever see you?
Yeah, we've seen each other.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went for, like 2017 to, I'm telling you, like January 2019, I was going two times a week, at least. Maybe 3. But then, and then I took off from 2020 to like 20, and that's when I took like a 2 or 3 year hiatus. And then I went back to ground control for a couple months, few months.
Man.
I think that was 5 months.
You were at ground control
4 or
too?
5
I don't
months.
remember you.
I'd go to
It
that
was when we
5 a.m.
left.
class.
You
dude.
okay.
5
see,
a.m.
Yeah,
There's a
see, that's
5 a.m.
fine.
class?
No,
Yeah, with the what's his name?
Oh,
Desmond,
yeah,
Desmond,
okay.
Desmond.
Oh, okay.
So I went to that for like 4
Your
months.
drills classing? Your-
Oh,
just a
dude,
bunch of
that
drills?
was, man,
Just hit
it was a
workouts.
hardcore class.
yeah. He just did a bunch of drills. That's what Desmond
Just a
was
bunch
known
of hit
for.
workouts.
Hey, it was already hard enough to convince myself to wake up
Yeah.
at like
To get there at
4:30
5
to
in the
get
morning?
there at 5,
Dang.
and then I'd get there and we'd do like hardcore cardio. And I
Oh
was
my
like, dude,
God. I'm
get
thinking
my
about-
ass whooped.
Pretty sweet gym, though.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it now. I could barely function the more. I do not make my.
Oh, it's rough, dude.
Yeah, no.
So
I go
You
slow.
have to be on it too, because you're leading everything.
Yeah,
But see, he just gets to tell the people to do something. Oh, you got to demonstrate it
You have to
first.
demonstrate or show it.
yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But
It's-
I don't do.
The concept of coaching is interesting because you have to explain it in any different way in all forms.
But Desmond
because
does like hit
his was, like,
workouts.
workout.
No, dude.
Yeah, like
we
hit
would.
workouts.
hit workout. And Amber would go sometimes. I'm like, why you come to the damn early class?
Hardcore. I mean, we do like these wheelbarrow things.
Yeah, see, I can
do all
have
kinds of shit.
To me, that's like a waste.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
We're working.
Yeah, I won't make my
hard.
class do that.
No.
It was rough. So I think that kind of, not to knock it at all. I mean, everybody has their own
style.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like becoming unmotivating. Yeah. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like I'm waking up early and I'm doing this like hardcore cardio, which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't really working for me.
People go for jiu-jitsu, like you go to that for jiu-jitsu.
So that's when I stopped.
If you do that for the first like 10 minutes, get your blood pumping.
I get
but
tired
if that's the entire majority of the class, like
it was like 30 minutes, I'd say. And then like I put my son in it. That's when I found Elite after that, because you guys were going there.
Yeah.
My neighbor had his kids in Elite. So I put my son in Elite in October of 2023. So just a few. Hold on, 2022. Sorry,
longer than that.
2022.
Yeah.
Dang, so your kids been going there that time?
Almost 2 years.
I didn't even know you were there that long.
Yeah, so October of 2022.
There and watch because you're still recovering.
Yeah, because
I remember seeing you. I was like, dude, I haven't seen you in a long time.
My jiu-jitsu career's been rough. So
I know you could have been a purple belt.
October of 2022. Yeah, I put my son in it. December of 2022, I promoted at work. As a sergeant, so then I got to get out of like all these demanding units I was in. So always being on call is all that. I was like, oh, perfect, dude. I'm gonna get back into jits.
Nice.
A month as a sergeant, I go dislocate my shoulder, tore my labrum, and I was.
Even funny.
I think I got hurt on a Saturday, and I had every intention of going to Elite on Monday and signing up.
Oh no!
I went and got hurt. I think it was like January 2nd.
You would have been a brown belt.
It was if you would have stuck with it. Dude. Yeah, if I stuck with it from back in 2017. Man.
Nah, he'd be a purple belt, Freddie.
I'd be a purple belt. Oh, yeah, because she had just...
That's when you just started?
I started in 2016.
Yeah, she had just promoted to blue, I think, when I started.
Yeah.
You were blue for a few months before that when I started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, purple brown.
Yeah.
I still feel like.
But you know what? I'll say this, like, and I tell people this all the time. I don't know if it's like a mentality change or I don't know what it is, but I feel like I take jiu-jitsu way more serious now than I did back then. Yeah. I think like mentally, I think I focus on it more outside of the gym. Like I'm always watching videos, Hank, you know.
I think a lot of it too. I remember when you started, we had a lot of lower belts back then.
A lot.
Our highest rank that we rolled with was a purple belt.
Yeah, you're right.
We never had any brown belts. The black belt that instructed us never rolled with us.
Yeah.
So it was majority white belts, blue, and we had like one purple belt.
Yeah.
And now with Elite, what I like so much is that we have a really good variety.
Yeah, we got a handful of black belts.
Yeah. We now have 4 black belts at our gym.
White belts are the minority in Elite.
Literally,
it's nasty, dude. And it's not even just like there's some gyms and that maybe you're like, oh yeah, they promote early, but it's not even that. These higher belts at Elite are all beasts, dude. They're tearing it up. So
and I'm the worst one.
No, not even.
Dude, it's
you get so excited when you see like
I'm a blue. I'm a colored, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying Elite right now, dude. Honestly,
really
I
think it's cool, especially for the lower belts, because you guys have the advantage of getting to train with more experienced competitors and just athletes on the mat.
Yeah.
Whereas I know when we started, we literally just had white belts and blue belts.
And it's funny because I don't train under Marty ever.
That's what sucks.
That's funny, dude.
Honestly,
Never.
He's great.
Crazy.
Yeah,
he's great.
Never. When I first started, there was like 2 weeks when I had day shift training, so I was able to come to night classes. I was like, man, that's great. And then I realized I could only come like Thursday nights, and then Friday nights no-gi, and it's not my thing right now. And then I was doing with Hank Monday, Friday afternoons, and then Hank left. So,
oh man, you can just see your style. Like I already know that's a Hank class.
I was just telling Marty that I haven't came to like one of his gi classes in like months.
His gi classes?
I only do no gi, and then I come Thursday, and that's Ammer.
Oh,
shout out to Ammer for getting his black belt.
Congrats, brother.
Yeah, congrats, brother.
For him, dude.
And
killed it.
But yeah, like I told him, I was like, dude, I haven't done a gi class in a while. I was like, we only roll when it's open mat.
Right.
Yeah.
I fucking love
Sundays.
Sundays.
I only see Marty on open mats.
I love Sundays. They're so chill. You know what you're going to get.
We need more white belts to come to open mat on Sundays.
So,
not a lot come.
From his fundamentals class, he says that they're kind of intimidated to come to the normal class or the earlier class.
All those dirty blue belts keep hurting them.
Yeah, they're too intimidated
I like
to come
it.
to the adult
I like rolling with the higher belts and get my ass whipped. I don't know. I enjoy it.
Tit for tat, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you get one, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, anytime Shireen's like, let me work, I might get one, you know? And then like the next little hand slap, when we go, it's a lot harder. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, shit, she's coming out now. Full force, dude.
Dude, that happened to me. I think the first time, I think I caught Taylor on something, and then he just like amped it up. Dude, he put Spinal Tap to 11, dude. Like, I was just like, ah!
Well, yeah, Taylor's, man,
I fucking
he's
love
tough.
rolling with Taylor. We've had a year-long competition going on.
Yeah,
and
Taylor's
every
tough.
week we reset on who's the dominant one.
Yeah, because you guys focus on or you guys challenge each other on who's tapping
who wins
more
the
people,
round.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are assholes for that.
It's fucking no. I mean, amongst the two of us, not on
Yeah,
everybody
it's
else.
just a friendly
battle
competition.
I thought you guys always on who taps more people that day.
Oh, that's fucked. No, that
Oh.
I probably.
I thought you guys were doing that. No.
What happened?
I feel like that would be more of a game to do with you.
With what?
How many taps you got in a day?
Oh. Yeah, I'll just wrestle her.
Yeah. No, Taylor, it's fun because it's. I don't know.
What's funny because with Taylor,
he's
when I
kicked it
first
up a
came
lot.
over, like he was super nice, right? Like almost like taking me under his wing a little bit, you know, give me tons
Oh
of
my
advice.
god, dude! He traded you in for me.
No, did he?
Dude, he went from one brown boy to another.
We're the little trophy brown guys.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take one of the little exotic ones.
Yeah, so he was like super helpful.
Exotic one.
I'd go to those classes and he'd always offer up a ton of advice, let me work.
Dude, he would message me Friday night if I was gonna go Saturday and what I wanted to work on.
Oh no way! He didn't
Yeah.
go that far with me. He just helped me in class, though. But he would always like volunteer to be my partner in class or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then recently I started rolling with him, and I'm like, "Hey, this guy's smashing the hell out of me, dude."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, what happened to Nice Taylor?" He's like, "Oh, well, you're getting better now." I'm like, "Dude, can we go back?
Yeah, that
Can we
happens,
we go back to when I was really bad?
Yeah.
You know." And you just took it easy and let me do things.
No,
Yeah.
he's amazing.
That says a lot though, because that means you're getting better.
Yeah, I
if
guess
he's
it's a
picking
little
it
bit
up.
of a compliment. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of a compliment. And then
Still
every once
suck,
in a
but
while,
it's a compliment.
I realize that I still suck. You know, I'll roll with Fred, and Fred's
Dude,
Fred's sweeping me, and I'm like, "You're
listen.
not even moving, dude."
It's not even fair to go with
I'm
Freddie.
telling
Okay?
you, whenever I roll with one of his students, it's like a miniature Fred.
Oh, really?
Every time like I roll with one of them, I'm like, this is fucking. Last time one was spamming that, like he's trying to do like the takedowns that you do, like the low singles or
Aw,
like things that you do, like.
They pay attention in your
And
class.
I'm like, you train under Fred, huh? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to choke you right now.
It's
Yeah.
interesting when you can tell who takes what
Who's
you
training
Yeah.
For you,
And I
like
could see Hank.
Henry.
Yeah, I can see the
100%.
Hank style.
I
Yeah.
get that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like with Hank, kind of going back to like this whole what I'm doing outside of the gym, and me and him on Instagram or whatever, or even text, we're sending each other videos all the time.
All day.
And like always talking about it.
Mhm.
So I think that's kind of where my focus on, because I'll go to open mats and he maybe send me a video and I'll go through and I'll start watching it in between rounds. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to practice this
Dude,
the next round.
before we start a round, he'll tell me I'm gonna try to do something I saw on.
Oh yeah.
Instagram.
Every Sunday
I'm like,
morning. Every
Fuck,
Sunday
I'm
morning.
about to get embarrassed.
I sent him a
Oh my
video
God.
like this past weekend, and he goes, "I'm gonna try that on Shireen on Sunday." So
This
you have something on Sunday.
So he'll literally send me some stuff, and then I'll look at him. I'm like, "You sent me this video," and I start laughing because I know he can't get it, and he gets mad.
Yeah, he's good at shit like that, dude. I don't know, but I cater my game after
He's a
his
good
a
round.
lot. He's really good, and he's fun to roll with, you know,
Yeah.
like real lets
Death
you work
grips,
a lot.
like I
It's
can't get out of it,
nasty,
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
For me
nasty,
with
but he
Hank,
lets you work.
Yeah, I think I have I appreciate the runs with him more just because when I started, he was there on the mat.
Yeah,
Him and Stanley, like from who I train with on a daily basis right now, those are the ones that I pretty much started with, and he was the first person I ever tapped.
yeah. It's crazy how many people from
Makes me feel good.
Hank from the old gym
Yeah.
have come over, you know, to
Yeah.
a lot.
It feels good. Like it just, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels right, I guess.
Yeah, I think it definitely made it easier for me to start back up. To be like, oh, okay. I mean, when I went to
Familiar
Roots, I
faces.
didn't know anybody. I just
I didn't know
Walked
anybody when
into
I
the
started
gym.
training either.
it was
Don't
weird.
look
Same
at me.
thing. Are you Amber? Randomly,
I
I knew Amber.
Yeah,
I knew
I didn't know
nobody.
anyone.
No one.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, I think that's the hardest thing for people to get into
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, you know, it's kind of getting past that,
Well, I got paired up with
getting
Taylor
past
per
that
se.
fear. I think Taylor was my first partner at Elite too. I
Yeah,
think the
he's
first
mine
day
now.
I went
Sorry,
there.
bro.
My
Yeah,
I know. Dude.
My
Yeah,
first-
calm down, dude.
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
trying to
just,
steal him, dude.
Yeah.
My first class, I drilled on a dummy. My coach had me
She drilled on
drilling
herself?
on a dummy, doing like neon belly drills, going back and forth for like an hour. He's like, if you come back on Monday, I'll actually have you train with a person. I was like, okay. So they were doing like no-gi open mat, and I had no idea what the fuck they were doing, and it worked.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
liked it.
It's cool when you walk. It's like when I first started jiu-jitsu, right? The way I got into it was I did Muay Thai like before law enforcement ever. I only did for, don't say it's not, I only did for like 2 weeks. It wasn't my thing. It was like 2-3 weeks. I was like, that's not my thing. I wrestled for a couple years as a kid. But then one day when I was at work, not one day, but multiple days when I was at work, I had like pulled somebody over, and there was one guy that was like, he was mad, right? That I pulled him over. And he asked me, he goes, hey, do you roll? And I'm like, what's that? I don't know what that means. What do you mean, do I roll? He goes, oh, well, you know, I do jiu-jitsu. And he's all mad at me, right? He's being upset. And he's like, well, come to the gym and I'll give you a free week trial.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I don't like this, dude. I don't like this feeling that this guy has over me right now. So I think 2 weeks after that, I walked into Roots and I was like, I'm gonna go start training.
Was it the coach that you pulled over?
No, it was just some
guy,
Some
random dude.
Some one-stripe white belt.
Hey, he's wearing the belt as he's
random
training.
dude.
Is that why you pulled him over? He didn't have a seatbelt on.
No, I pulled him over because he was on his cell phone.
Oh, nice.
And
Everyone does that now.
His reasoning after that was, he claimed that he had his phone in his hand and a receipt, like a paper receipt, was over the phone, and that's what he was looking at. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
it wasn't.
Did you ask for the receipt?
Huh?
Did you ask for the receipt?
No, I didn't care because I'm like, dude.
Even
then, you still can't.
I was right next to your car, dude. Yeah, like I was on my motorcycle, you know, back when.
Oh,
I was
you did
in motors.
motorcade.
Yeah, I was on motors.
Yeah.
And I stared at him for a while. I'm like, I don't.
Oh, so
hey,
you
just
ride
be honest.
nice then, huh?
Yeah, I did for a while.
So hard right now.
I want to know about your thoughts about law enforcement and jiu-jitsu. Do you think I think every law enforcement should train jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, so
should have some
so
kind
I'll
of
say
training.
this,
At least a blue belt.
Yeah, so our defensive tactics instructor at my department, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt.
Oh, wow.
But the issue is that we only train like defensive tactics
once a year or whatever.
Once every 2 years.
Oh, damn.
Is what's required.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
But it's up to everybody to go out on their own and train.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. I think everybody should do it. I don't think once every 2 years is obviously enough, dude. I take 2 weeks off from jits and I come back and I'm like, suck.
Yeah,
you know,
cardio has to catch back up.
Yeah, and honestly, it's humbling, right? And I think for law enforcement, when it comes in, is like to go into a gym and admit like, hey, I'm in law enforcement, and then go get my ass whooped by that person for the next hour,
a civilian,
and then week after week after week getting my ass whooped.
Yeah,
right. I think it takes a lot to put that ego aside and to be able to do it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I think it's important. I think everybody should do it, and I try not to preach it too much to my officers because I don't want to seem like I'm pushing it. You know what I mean? But I bring it up. I bring it up a lot. You know, like, hey, you guys. And so my lieutenant at my work, he's also a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and then I have a lot of buddies now that all train. So even when I can't, because my schedule doesn't allow me to go into elites classes all the time, on my days off, we're still trying to get together and train. So it's constantly going.
I want to go.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, and you guys are welcome.
Oh my god, you guys down?
Yeah.
TBM
dude, please invite us.
Yeah.
Can I show up
I
as a
actually
perp?
hit up Taylor and Jeff this past.
Oh, nice.
When did I go? I think I went Tuesday. It was random. Like, hit me up Monday night. My buddy, like, hey,
where do you go?
Went to Halo for that one.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, we went there. Not too
It's
long
usually
ago.
Well, your
always Halo.
friend, the black belt, he's come to open mat a few times.
Yeah.
Is he in law enforcement as well?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Omit that.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of that later.
Yeah, get rid of that
We're
one.
not supposed to say names.
They don't know what we're talking about.
But yeah, so yeah, he's a black belt at Halo. So he'll
nice.
open up the gym, and then it's like a little mini open mat. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
And it's nothing serious, but yeah, a few of us. And I told him last time, I said, hey,
cool.
you care if I hit? He goes, nah, hit up whoever you want from Elite, because the more the better, you know?
It really is. I mean, all you really need is just one person, but if you have a few more bodies...
PMA does PMA does a law enforcement
I've
class
heard about that.
Yeah.
for free. Anybody law enforcement wants to come in, and they do it on, it's random. Maybe once or twice a Friday, they'll do it. I mean, I'm sorry, once or twice a month on a Friday, they'll do it. And then Halo's kind of doing something similar now too. So I think it's good. It just intrigues more people to come in. And I think cops feel more comfortable
if there's more cops.
If there's
nice
like a class
like
full
a little
of cops,
group,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's usually what the hiccup is, that officers don't want to come in and then get their ass whipped for an hour. But I'm like, who gives a shit, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd rather get my ass whipped in the gym
than on the streets. Are you kidding?
But that's where good training partners come in. Because if you go into a gym, like let's say like that guy who's kindly enough to offer me a free week at jiu-jitsu back in 2017, right? Going in that class, that fool's trying to hurt me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's trying to get you back for pulling him over.
Yeah, he's trying to get me back. And honestly, if he would disowned it, he would never got a ticket.
You know what's crazy? There is an officer at our gym. That's not you. And he always wants to start at the wall.
This motherfucker. I already know which one you're talking
about.
What
do you mean at the wall? I know who you're talking about.
So he can simulate, so he can simulate, like, if he has a pencil on a wall and if they get out.
I like that.
I think I cussed him out one day because he wouldn't walk away. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is not MMA. I'm not,
we walk, like right away, I'm like, the wall, and we go straight to it just because it's so much fun. But
so, it'd be cool to do like a class like that. You know what I mean? Maybe one day when
I think that's more like better. I guess more it's a situation. I guess it's a situation.
But if you guys ever roll me, like that's why I never like to start rolling by sitting on the ground or by the other person sitting on the ground. I like to always we're both gonna stand up, and then we'll roll from there. And it's because in real life, I'm never gonna sit on the ground, and nobody's ever sitting on the ground for me. If they're sitting on the ground for me, then I have no use for anything that I'm learning.
To do anything,
you know what I mean? Because they're already sitting down. So
I'll stand up.
Yeah, well, you're a different story. I roll with him, and he just sits down, and I can't even stand up because he's just sweeping me. I'm like, how are you sweeping me right now?
You know what's fucked up is giving it your all sometimes with him, and then you get a message, hey, my arm hurts, I should have tapped. I'm like, shut up.
I should have tapped. I couldn't pick up my son that day.
Dude, whatever.
That's like I'll roll with Hank, and I'll think I have something, and I clearly don't, and I'll get done. He goes, "Oh, you almost had me." Hey, why'd you give me that advice during the roll, dude? So I could have got it, and I would have felt proud of myself, dude.
It's hard tapping that one out.
Hank's
I can't. It is so satisfying.
Hank's tough.
It's rare, but
it's never happened.
It's funny because that's the last 2 Sundays I rolled with Marty, and I haven't rolled with him since I started, and I was feeling real good lately. Like, man, dude, I feel like I'm doing really good. I feel like Taylor's complimenting me, like, hey, you're getting better. I'm gonna go harder. Yeah, so I go roll with Marty. Everything that I've been doing that I've been getting complimented on
was wrong.
He goes. I'm like, hey, Marty, what do you think I should work on, man?
Everything.
He goes, yeah, really work on your defense. I was feeling so good about my defense. I was like, oh man, I suck.
Don't worry, man, my guard sucks.
Yeah.
And I think on that note,
any last words, brother?
No, I appreciate you guys having me, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming, man.
This is really fun, dude.
Thanks for the shirt.
Yeah,
I'll wear it.
Yes.
Tag us.
I'm wearing it right now.
Oh, I'll definitely tag you guys. Yeah. It's a good time.
Or not, whatever, dude.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was like, or not, whatever, dude.
No. I feel like I have to now.
I know. Don't feel pressured.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you guys. It's fine.
Please hold a dead duck in front of it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manny.
See you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Whew. That was an hour. Sick.
Could have kept that going
for another.
I know. I was like, I don't really want to stop.
That was just 1 hour.